Hello friends, today we're going to make migas, which is scrambled eggs with some wonderful chips in it. Usually you make them from scratch, which I did using corn tortillas that I cut up and then um, tossed in oil, and I air fried mine. You can just fry yours if you want to and drain them on a little paper towel. I kind of prepared that stuff ahead of time. I also made the rice ahead of time. I wanted to make this more of a meal, like a supper. Migas is usually served at breakfast, and I kind of thought, no, I want this for supper. So I'm going to make it more of like a migas bowl. So I've got the rice, which I've already made, and you make a rice according to your directions, and you just put it in your bowls. This is for two of us. And I think what we'll do right now is go over and make the scrambled eggs. So I have about 5 scrambled eggs that I have mixed up over here. I tossed in a little bit of parsley. If you'd like, use cilantro. I just didn't have any at home. I am in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. I am sauteing some garlic, which is a really important part of this. Garlic is important to the flavor of migas. So there you have your garlic. It's about 1 clove, just chopped up. So now I'm going to toss in, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit so it cooks, about medium low. We're going to put all the eggs in there. These are 5 eggs. This is for 2 people. You can adjust for how many people you're making it for. I'm going to toss a little bit of salt on there. Okay. So we've got the garlic. Oh my gosh, you can smell the garlic. It smells wonderful. And then as we've done before, you're going to make your scrambled eggs. And you basically are just going to keep tossing this until they're pretty much cooked through. And that'll take just a few minutes. While they're cooking, let's get a picture of the corn. So what we do is we take corn tortillas, and I might have cooked them just a little bit long. They're super crispy, but I kind of like them crispy. And as I said, I just kind of cut them into strips and tossed them with a little bit of vegetable oil, and I put them in my air fryer, which is over there in the corner, and got them nice and crispy. Give them just a little sprinkling of salt when they're done. And if you don't want to go to the trouble of that, use chips, no problem. Just use tortilla chips from a bag, your favorite kind. And it's kind of the same difference. So now you see the eggs are pretty good here. I'm going to turn them down a little bit. They're just a little bit wet, which is what you want. And this is the point where you take and you put your toasty corn strips into right into the eggs, and you kind of crunch it up. It's like this is what makes it so delicious. It gives you kind of a little bit of texture, a little bit of crunch. It's almost like a breakfast burrito in a way, right? So I might have left these, they're flipping out all over the place. I might have left these a little bit larger than they need to be. But basically, this is what we're looking for right here. Now, you can add other things to this too. You can add tomatoes, you can add whatever you like. At this point, you see it's still warm. I'm going to bring over a handful of cheese because we kind of want the cheese to melt in there. Cheese is also an important part of this. If you don't want cheese, if you're lactose intolerant or can't eat cheese, just skip it. It'll still be delicious. I'm just using a cheddar. You're welcome to make it a little spicier by using maybe a little chili, Monterey Jack with chilies in it. This is basically our meal. Oh my gosh. I think you're going to love this. So at this point, I'm going to turn off the heat, go back to our bowls. I'll bring this over. Go back to our bowls. And before I put the eggs and chilies on, I'm going to add some black beans. And these are seasoned black beans. I made these from scratch. You guys can just use a can of beans, and I'll have the recipe on there for you, what seasonings you want in it. Basically, it's garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and some cumin. And you can always add chili powder if you want, just to give it a little bit of a kick, maybe even smoked paprika. Okay, so now you take this wonderful cheesy, eggy mess and put that on top. Let's do both of these. I think I made an awful lot here, but I have a feeling it will get eaten. Do a little bit more on this one. Okay. And before you consider it done, you have to add a little bit of salsa. And this is just a chipotle salsa. You can also, like I said, make salsa from scratch if you want. So here we go. Put a little bit of salsa on there. I have plenty more. Have a little salsa at the table to pass. Maybe add a couple of chunks of a nice avocado. If you have some cilantro, this is the time to put cilantro over the top. And basically, that is our migas bowl for dinner. Doesn't it look amazing? I think we're going to sit down and eat it right now. So hope you enjoy it. Recipe will be online. I'll see you Thursday.